Hello everyone. Hope you all are doing well. Without any further conversation, let's start the story. Mr. Min, someone called him and he opened his eyes. Then he realized he is watching a dream. Youngi, yes, student 1. Sir, we don't understand this concept. Can you explain us? Youngi, yeah, sure, come. He said, and then he started to explain the students about the concept, and after that, they go. He think what she is thinking. Yoongi, oh my, what I am thinking. Yoongi, what you are doing, huh? He know his parents go on the trip. That's why he is in your house. He don't know the relatives, so please, huh? He go and wash his face. He see the time. It's 5 p.m. Jimin must be waiting for him. He picked the car keys and he go. In his way, he buy a he buy a flowers, chocolates, and so many things for Jimin. It's common for him. He always do this. He never come home with hands. Yoongi come home. He see Jimin. It sit with Mrs. Min. With Mrs. Min Yoongi, what you both are doing? What you both are doing? Jimin Hyungji, you come. See, mom said she teach me cooking. Yoongi, I said you focus on your studies. Then why you are doing this? Yoongi, Jimin, it's my vacations, Yoongi. He said and make up out Yoongi. So what? You have exams after vacations. Go and prepare your exam. Jim, Mrs. Min, oh, Yoongi, he do. You go and fresh up. Come, dinner is already prepared. He said, and he go, leaving Jimin sit there alone. Mrs. Min, it's all right. He just come. Maybe he was. Jimin, auntie, I want to go back. My mom dad must come now. He said, and Mrs. Min see him. Mrs. Min, huh? Jimin, yes, Mama, dad come now. I want to go. Mrs. Min is silent. Then Mr. Min, come. Mr. Min, come. He sit on the dining table. Mr. Min, what you both are talking? Yoongi also come. He said his mom he only wants coffee for now. Jimin, I want to go back. My mom dad come. He said and everyone look at him. Jimin, I know they come because when I talk with mom, she is in her room. I see. Mrs. Jiminy Yoongi, I drop you after dinner there. He said, and Mr. and Mrs. Min is shocked. Mr. Min Yoongi, I drop him. He said, and he stays silent. Mrs. Min see them, and Mr. Min sign her to stay silent. They do the dinner, and Yoongi just drink the coffee. Yoongi, go and pack your stuff. I drop you. Jimin, Yoongi, help me. How can I do alone? Yoongi, huh? Okay, come. He said, and Jimin become happy. Here one in the room. Yoongi see his parents. Yoongi, we will talk later. He said, and come in the room. Yoongi come. He see Jimin is trying his best to take the bag, his bag, but he can't. But he can't because of the height. Yoongi, take aside, he said, and take the bag. place in front of Jimin. He turned. Jimin come and stands in front of him. Jimin hides his shirt as he can see Yoongi. He look up to see him. Jimin, oh, Yoongi, won't you miss me? He said, and Yoongi stopped on his spot. He looked at him. Jimin see him. Jimin, tell me, Yoongi, won't you come to meet me? Jimin, I do, Young, but I want to know, won't you miss me? Tell me, Yoongi, Jimin, come. I have to do some important work also. Jimin see and his eyes turn. Jimin, I know you won't miss me. Thank you so much for everything. I go by myself, Yoongi. Jimin, take his things from him and he placed on the bag. Yoongi, how you go by yourself? Jimin, why you care, Young? I go by myself the way I want by. He said and he take his bag. Go from the room. Young signed to see him. He go behind him, but she see Jimin, said Mr. Min. He go to leave him, and he won't said no. Yoongi come in the room. He closed the door and sit on the ground. He see the room and one by one roll from his eyes. Mrs. Min knock on the door. Mrs. Min, go from here, mom. For now, please, Sir Yoongi said. He sits and he closed his eyes. Yoongi, meeting you was the best part of my life, and with you is then, even after knowing who you are. He closed his eyes to set himself. Jimin is not even after a strong bond. Hmm, hmm, hmm. Mrs. Park, Jimin son, where are you? Jimin, here I am, mom. He said, come, and Mrs. Park smiled. Mrs. Park, so what happened? Jimin, they give me admission, mom. He said, and Mrs. Park smiled. Mrs. Park, really? I am so happy. Jimin, thanks, mom. Mrs. Park, now come and help me. Guest will be here in any minutes. Jimin, yeah, sure. He said, and then a girl come. So she come and said, sorry, and her. And so, who is coming, mom? Mrs. Park, your dad friends is coming. She said and look at Jimin, who is busy in his work. And oh, okay, you want my help? Mrs. Park, no, we don't want. And then the doorbell ring. Mrs. Park, I think they come. She said, and Rohan, want any help, brother? Jimin, no, you go. He said and smiled. She passed him a smile. She passed him a smile and then go. Jimin is fastly. He can hear the voices. They are laughing and meeting with each other. Jimin is busy in his work and then he go to wash the veggies. He thought his mother come. Jimin, mom, give me a. He turned and he see a man in front of him. Okay, so he is here to bring the water as there is no water in the living room. Or maybe his parents sent him. It's almost 3 years pass and they see each other now. Jimin passed his college and now take the admission in the university. He is 19-year-old now, and Yoongi can see his height is also changed. He become more cute now. Jimin see him. He don't know why he's feeling. Yoongi turn. He about to go. Jimin Hyung. Yoongi stop. He hear Jimin's soft voice. Jimin went to him and he's playing with his fingers. पूरी FFT ना और एक दफ़ा Yoongi ने किया. Jimin Hyung, won't you miss me? He said, and Yoongi turned. He see him. He remembered the scenes once again. Jimin smiled. Jimin, I got the admission in your university. He said, and Yoongi see him. Yoongi, really? Jimin smiled and she nodded. Jimin, I complete my promise, Hyung. Now, when you complete your promise, Yoongi, me. Jimin, you promise me you never leave me. He said, and Yoongi see him with soft eyes. Jimin, you waste my tree. I am not going to you for now, Mr. Min. Yoongi, wish me on 12. Otherwise, you see what I do with you. You're is not kid anymore. He said and whispered last two words in his ear. Yoongi see him with shocked eyes. Jimin run from there. Yoongi see him with shocked eyes. Yoongi, you know we are. So Jimin is not kid anymore. Jimin come in the room and he see them. Jimin, hello everyone. He go and meet with Mrs. Min. Mrs. Min, hello my son. Congratulations, you got admission in university. Jimin, thanks auntie. Mr. Min, I am really feeling proud on you. Yoongi come, his eyes is on Jimin, and he sit on the couch. Hun, I can't believe now my brother is in university. So everyone is normal with her. Jimin, now I am not kid anymore, hun. You are always kid for me. A cute one, she said, and he make a pouch and you are so cute. Mrs. Min, no doubt. Jimin is. Jimin, I am not that cute, auntie. Yoongi, in my, you see yourself from my eyes. Mrs. Park, well, now Jimin take the admission now, so I am thinking to give the party. Jimin, come on, dad, I am not kid anymore. Mr. Min, you are kid for me. Jimin, you know what, uncle? I don't I don't talk with dad for 2 days just because of this. He come he come to drop me university. He said he come to drop me university. Mr. Min, so this is right. Jimin, no. They are talking and then they do the dinner and talk with each other for some time. Then Jimin see Yoongi go to attend the call. Everyone is talking. Jimin, I come in 2 minutes. He said and go. Behind him they smile. Mr. Min, he know everything. Mr. Park, when he come and we talk, he heard everything. He is just waiting for Yoongi. But as we don't know what happened, what they decide, and the day come now. Mrs. Yoongi don't know, he know everything. Mr. Park, then now maybe he tell him. Jimin search by himself now he go back. Mrs. Min become happy. Mrs. Min, really? Mrs. Park nodded and they started to talk with each other. Yoongi is talking. Yoongi is talking on the phone, and Jimin come. On the phone, Jimin come, and he see him. The weather is also like it's going to rain. Now he go and stand behind him. Then he heard the voice of, and it's not on Yoongi, but Jimin from back. He heard, and Yoongi stopped talking. He didn't say anything and cut the call. He see the small hands. Of course, who is he? Yoongi-chan, and he see Jimin. The rain starts. Jimin looked at him and again heard him. He don't know after how many times him like this. Jimin looked at him. Both are, and now their height is almost same. Their faces just each other, but don't speak anything. But their eyes too. Their eyes is telling how much they. Can I get? Hmm. How much they each other and miss each other. How much time they without each other, and now they can't in each other. And Jimin is looking down. Young is seeing him, and Apple. Both are looking at each other, and the raindrops is on there. Yoongi can how much Jimin is looking and cute at the same time. They each other. They don't know their family come as they don't feel any raindrop. They see Han stand there with the umbrella, and their family is also present. She is laughing at them. Both is shocked, and Jimin hides behind Yoongi. Yoongi see them. They all are smiling, and Yoongi know how much he is feeling now. Jimin. Jimin didn't come, Mr. Park. Okay, so the text is short. Yeah, मैं तो समझ नहीं आती पता नहीं मेरा text is short के short था. Like मैं voice over पूरा कर दी फिर still I do the voice over complete, but still the text is short. Whatever, I don't care. So the next text is Mr. Park. Son, stay here for some times. We decide to do your again on your till that Yoongi-san, he said, and Yoongi become shocked. Yoongi, actually, Han, actually, what, huh? You make my brother. He is not coming in front of us. Yoongi, I didn't do anything. Han, don't try. I will help you both to meet. She said, and at Yoongi, he smiled as they can't meet until they get again. Their parents said as they wanted them. Hold Jimin hand and Jimin his sister. They go. Mrs. Min meet with them. Mrs. Min, I am so happy. My son finally come back. Come, finally you come back. Jimin smiled and looking down. Mrs. Min, Mrs. Min, I want from you both. Remember, she said, and Jimin is so shocked. Jimin is so shocked. Jimin, I have some work. He go from there. He go from there. Third last scene. 1 week passed. Jimin and Yoongi and Jimin again don't talk with each other. And tomorrow finally they are going to once again. So today Jimin's sister take him here. Jimin Nona We come here. You said, Mom, we are going for shopping, and I have to complete my promise, so brother, you have to complete my one wish now. Yoongi, as you said, he said, and Jimin turned. He see Yoongi. He is shocked. He looked at his sister, then Yoongi. And your card, she said, and Yoongi gave her the card. And, okay, so I am going for shopping. You both enjoy, she said, and Jimin Nona. Yoongi, what Nona? He said, and Jimin looked at him. Jimin, if someone got to know Yoongi, what they think about us? Yoongi, what they think? We want to meet each other, so we want to meet each other, so hmm. Jimin, Yoongi hold his hands, and they both sit in front of each other. Yoongi, what you want? Jimin, I want nothing but Nona. Yoongi, huh? You want to talk with me or not? He said, and Jimin smiled. Jimin, of course. You know what? I am feeling so. Mom come and shake me. Dad, he don't leave me. Mom said me so many things. I don't even know. You don't know what they said to me and Nona. He is speaking and Jungi is listening him, of course. He is a good listener and he really want to listen him for his whole life. But waiter come to take their order. Yungi, what you want, Jimin? You know, Yungi, one chocolate shake and one black coffee. Waiter, yes sir, and he go. Jimin, you really remember Yoongi and what you think? I forget. Jimin sign as no. Okay, this is impossible. Jimin sign as no. Tomorrow. Jimin, why don't you tell me on that day when I am going? Yoongi, I don't want to. You and I don't myself, that's why. Jimin, and when I said I trust you, so why would I have any problem? Yoongi, but you are kids and I want to give you the best memories, Jimin, and you give me. I always remember that time you take care of me like a kid even after Nona go. Yoongi, for you, I for you, for the very first day I see you. Both I think Khan is my. I stay silent, but I don't think it's a trick to change like this. He said, and Jimin see him. Jimin, really? You mean that much, Yoongi? You don't even think how much I. Jimin. Jimin see him. He speaks something and Chan come. And here is your card and give my brother back. Yoongi take him now, but tomorrow I don't. Hmm. And this is the second last scene. Young so finally the day come. The day come. Yoongi is waiting from a long time, and Jimin is also now. Jimin come now. He see Yoongi and looking down. Yoongi see him with his eyes and Yoongi see and his eyes turn to see him. How much he waits for him. He know Jimin stands in front of him with his father and Yoongi looking down. He is everyone go at their cuteness there. Jimin, Yoongi, thank you so much for everything. Jimin still, I don't do anything, he said, and Yoongi chuckled. So today is their fourth, and father come. Father packed Jimin, did you again? And Jimin happily I do. Min Yoongi, did you again? Yoongi, for my whole life I do. He said, and Yoongi bent down in front of it. No, yeah, तो अजी सा कुछ क्या लेकिन मेरी होगी ज़्यादा होगी नहीं and हाँ him and everyone starts 35 and everyone starts clapping खत्म होगी कोई सीन से चुना he stands up and Jimin him now the bestest I ever see she sits and meets with his brother and you know what Jimin Yoongi is for you just for you she sits and they smile and so today I am so happy she take a step back and with someone hey are you okay and yeah thanks it's alright Yoongi Hobi you are here Hobi yes and I think I am really happy to come he said while looking at her and she rolled her eyes Yoongi sighed Hobi congratulations brother I am your best friend Jimin thanks for coming Hobi I have to come and I think now I have the also I make the he sits and see him and Jimin I am going if you want something call me she said and go Hobi by the way guys who is she Jimin she is my elder sister Hobi oh wow sister huh he sits and look at her Jimin looked at Yoongi and he sighed as he don't know. Hobi she's Jimin not yet. Hobi and Jimin no. Oh okay guys then enjoy your moments bye. He said and go behind her. Jimin what is this? Yoongi don't he is not a Jimin nodded and he is trying to talk with her and then Jimin eyes on a big cake. Jimin shocked Jimin Yoongi see he turned and he see Yoongi in front of him. Yoongi happy. He said and Jimin shocked. He becomes so happy. Jimin haha you too. They both each other and then they cake each other. यार ना मेरा दिल कर देना किसी दिन एनिवर्सरी होएगा दोबारा शादी कर इन्ना मजे का फंक्शन होंदा हाय ईमान तेन पता मेरे निकल के जिगर दा निकलिया हाय hey brother hey brother why don't you do a flowers maybe I catch and get Mrs. Min girls catch the flowers Hobby not you Hobby it's alright auntie maybe by soon to be catch she said and can't see him then look into another side Jimin not that much Nana and but not soon she said and they both do high five Hobby what they are talking Yoongi how do you buy weight Hobby oh my he acting like place hand on his they do and so many things how it's time to go now it's time to go and Jimin stay with me for some more days Yoongi you want to meet him or I take him like this he said and everyone started laughing Jimin also smiled Jimin meet with everyone with his sister and with everyone and then he go with Yoongi finally now I sleep peacefully So the last and the only text, the last but not least, they come in the room and Jimin see the room. See the room is same, and she remember everything. How much the beautiful moments they spent. Jimin turned. Jimin turned. He see no one is in the room. Jimin, where he go? I don't understand him now. Jimin remember how he behaved. He chuckled to remember and go for fresh up. He remembers something and open the almirah and he see his clothes. He make a pouch and still take Yoongi and run and then run for fresh up. After some time he come and he can see he's still looking like a 10 years old kid. His father and then Yoongi come in the room. He see him. Jimin, where you go, huh? I wait for you. He see him. Then Yoongi come to him. Yoongi, I go to do some work, but why you this? I mean, I such in clothes in Almira already. Jimin, uh-huh. Really? I don't know. Yoongi, no. Come see. Jimin, tell me. You have a problem? I Yoongi, no, no. Why? I have. I am just saying. Jimin, I know what you are saying. He said and turned. Yoongi turned him. Yoongi, to do this, huh? Today he said and Jimin in mind how how he got to know I am doing all this. Jimin, I am just Yoongi. You are just what? I know what you want to do. So park. No way, Min Jimin. Don't think to do this again because I don't let you. He said, and Jimin looking down. Jimin, today Yoongi, good for you. He said, and both see each other. Then Jimin looking down. अब बेचारी और सब बैठी ना बातें करें. So now I have to speak non-stoply without knowing what I have to say and what or not. So finally, the last text is the last text is you all can read by yourself. I'm really not in mood to read as I can't read this. So wait a minute. 1 2 3 in 1 2 3 1 2 3 4 5, and this one is 6 7, and this one is 7, and the next is 8. Okay, so I'm doing counting. 8 and 9 10, and this 10 11 12 and it's 13. Oh my. And 14 15 16 17 18 19 20. Wow, do you want to please real 20 multiply 35. 20 multiply 35 is okay. So this is the last episode. You all like, if you like, then subscribe and tell me in comments. Take care of yourselves. Bye bye, see you soon again.